Well, Josh, we're back. Deep Space Nine, Episode 7. Lucky Episode 7. What do you think we got in store? I don't know, but hopefully it's good.
Absolutely. Been a pretty good season so far, so just hoping that continues. You ready to jump in?
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Morn.
You know the rules. No sleeping on the promenade.
Ooh, what kind of game is that? Oh.
I thought he was looking at us.
Risk is to you, Lieutenant.
I could probably think better without your hand on my thigh.
Oh.
Confront. Yes.
Doesn't she ever lose? It's Curzon who's beating us, not this female. I still prefer a Ferengi female. One who never wears clothes, never talks back.
Is that really how you prefer your women? Naked and submissive?
You find such a lifestyle appealing?
Don't you wish?
Dax really has a thing against being submissive, because this is the second time she's brought that up. When she appeared in Dr. Bashir's like Mirage version of her, and she's like, is that really what you would like? Submissive? And then she says it again here. It's like, damn.
That's fine with me.
Fine for her to be against it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I prefer if she was the exact opposite of that, personally, but, you know.
Oh.
I think I agree with the 59th rule of acquisition.
The 22nd rule says a wise man can hear profit in the wind.
I see you know your rules.
All 285 of them.
Damn.
I wanted to learn for the very best.
33rd rule of acquisition.
It never hurts to suck up to the boss.
What's that?
The Grand Nagus 6 personal subspace frequency.
Oh, what? Oh, no. The Nagus 2?
Why do you look so surprised? I told you I'd be back. I'm offering you an opportunity to make more profit than you ever dreamed of. All you have to do is earn it.
All right, we got a Nagus sequel episode.
Nagus 2.
I think that Ferengi Pell might even been being played by a female. Maybe.
I think so. It seems maybe a young teenager.
Yeah, it could be that as well. We've never seen a female Ferengi, right? They've only been spoken about?
Yeah,
I mean,
they've only been
they're all
spoken.
naked, so.
Yeah, so I don't think we can bring them on national television.
I mean, I've been joking about that for a while, about the no clothes thing, so they finally brought that back up. Still canon.
Yeah, I don't think they've brought that up, since
their very first appearance, right?
Probably, yeah.
Last Outpost?
Can I interest you in some Hyperion beetle snuff?
No, thank you.
God damn.
Did anyone ever tell you your eyes shine with the brilliance of Kiberian fire diamonds? So, tell me, Major.
David Livingston.
Well, they're the main ingredient in Tulaberry wine. 10,000 vats from the Dozai.
We're going into the wine business?
This guy was here last time, too.
You're going to need help, brother.
Yes.
Someone to serve as your consultant during negotiations.
Yes.
Someone like me.
No.
Except,
Good.
then we're partners.
Not quite. I don't need a partner. I need an assistant.
It's a very small human under there. Also, Wallace Shawn isn't that small. They had to do some trick photography, right? Because they made him look tiny.
I mean, he's pretty small.
Is he?
Oh.
No, we didn't say cut yet. Ah.
It's a female! It's a female, bro!
Oh, you called that. Oh,
Let's see her tits.
there they are.
Wow. I can't believe I called that.
Wow, dude.
Is that? I mean, that was Pell, right? It had to be.
Yeah. Why'd you stop? Keep going.
Don't worry.
just a minor disagreement.
Oh my goodness.
What in the TOS aliens are these?
Yeah.
Zek will have to talk to us.
You want to do business with the Ferengi? You talk to Quark.
Yep. Definitely straight out of TOS. And not a good one either. Not a good episode either.
Yeah, no.
We'll think about it.
I mean, I appreciate the makeup, but let's tone it down a bit there.
But it's just makeup. It's not prosthetics. It's just red paint.
It literally looks like the species literally puts on that makeup.
Maybe they do.
They're greedy, misogynistic, untrustworthy little trolls.
But once you accept that, you'll find they can be a lot of fun.
Based attacks. See, when you live 7 lifetimes or whatever, you get a lot of knowledge.
I like to try new things.
It's unusual for a Ferengi.
I never heard of a Trill who could play Tongo.
Fair enough.
Quark really likes you. He talks about you all the time.
You know, he once convinced me to go up to a hollow suite with him. Turns out he recreated the bedroom I slept in as a child.
Oh my god.
That sounds like Quark.
I don't care what anybody says. I love him. Don't bother trying to deny it. I've seen the way you look at him.
Keep your voice down. Does he know? He doesn't even know I'm a female.
You're a woman?
Oh, you just let it go.
Why come here?
To acquire profit, of course. There's only one thing I wasn't counting on.
Falling in love with Quark.
So great.
Finally got some stuff to do with Dax. I love it.
Did that shipment of pricey nitrate arrive on time?
Yes, it did.
Good, and here you are to thank me.
No.
Oh, bro's jacket. Oh.
Dax must be crazy.
Oh, you just let that. She just let that slide. Oh my god.
Get the Dozai to sign that contract, or you'll be tending that worthless little bar for the rest of your life.
I think that's fine for him. But also, I think that guy back there, whatever, I already forgot the name. I think he's just massive.
Marhandu?
Yeah, Barandu. Because seeing him next to, who was he next to? Kira and Dax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's just giant. That's why they look so small.
So far, the only thing I've done right is pick you as my consultant.
I'm glad you feel that way. Quark,
Oh no.
there's something you should know.
You agreed to a 20% share of the profits. Never place friendship above profit.
21st rule of acquisition. Go, just go.
Oh, look, it's those guys from the...
Oh, the Packlets?
Yeah, nice, yeah.
I don't know why that was on the tip of my tongue.
Suppose if I did have a brother, even one as worthless as Quark, I wouldn't let anyone come between us.
Well, that's nice.
There must be something here I could use against him.
He's gonna find a bra. I didn't know if this was Quark's quarters or Pell's.
I'm gonna guess Pels.
Oh, is this for the ears? She has more than one pair? Now, it wouldn't be that crazy, knowing the Ferengi and how they feel about their lobes, for even a male Ferengi to have a larger set of prosthetic lobes.
True. My guess is Rom's gonna get it wrong somehow.
Look who finally showed up.
These guys look like they'd be in like a bad 70s sci-fi movie.
All I need is your thumb scan on this very lucrative contract, and I go home.
Thumb scan, that's interesting.
So those are what? Oh boy.
Just put your thumb scan here.
All right.
So they're in the Gamma Quadrant right now. So those are the second species with bad face makeup. The other one being Move Along Home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we be more comfortable sleeping on the ship?
No, I want to be right here in case Inglar 2 changes his mind.
The Tosk makeup was great.
Yes.
And even those species that were with him were good.
Yeah.
There's nothing to discuss.
But you know what the 103rd rule of acquisition says.
Not offhand.
You have a very nice smile.
I do?
Oh!
I have something I have to tell you. It's Will.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, definitely not.
I'll come back tomorrow.
Who's the Karama?
An important power in the Dominion.
The Dominion. What's that?
The gas company?
He never wanted to do business with the Dosai. He just wanted to use them to get to a more important member of the Dominion.
Or wait, is that the company with the voting machines that sued Fox News?
Don't you want to know I kissed you?
You never kissed me.
Whoever learns the secret of the Dominion, whatever that may be, will learn the secret of the Gamma Quadrant. I always knew you had the lobes for business.
Oh, off screen. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's an interesting way to do it.
He's more upset that he kissed a Ferengi woman than a... Because it was a dude, just forget it. But now that he found out it's a woman, then he passes out.
And you're clothed. Oh.
You're wearing clothes.
Is that a crime?
As a matter of fact, it is. Take the profit.
This is not about profit anymore. It's about love.
Spoken like a true female.
Then come with me to the Gamma Quadrant. No one there cares if I wear clothes or not.
I'd care.
Damn.
Then I guess I'd better start packing.
Man.
I guess so.
He's stuck in that boomer Ferengi mindset.
Too busy thinking about how to spend all that platinum we're gonna earn?
I thought you said she left the station.
I thought she did.
Yeah, say it louder, why don't you?
So, you like Milos?
Oh, no.
Good. Then you could have them.
Oh!
It's a female! Does this mean I don't get the bar?
Rum out. I didn't know she was a female.
Stupidity is no excuse.
You allowed a female to represent you in a business negotiation.
I didn't know she was a female.
Stupidity is no excuse.
Oh. Throw it back.
I should go. I've booked passage on an Andorian transport.
Andorian.
You could come with me.
I can't.
I know.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Quark went full open mouth.
I'm gonna miss her. So are you.
You really think I'd let anyone come between us?
But I know you better than that.
Seems as if he was feeling a little bit there at the end there.
Yeah, 100%. We just watched Rules of Acquisition, Episode 7 of Season 2 of Deep Space Nine. And now we're going to talk about it. But first, our whiteboard reactions. And for me, I said, too Nagus, too furious. And then in parentheses, I liked it.
Well, interesting, because I wrote, Nagus 2 is superior to the original. Kind of how people say that The Godfather 2 is better than the original Godfather.
But we don't know.
But we don't know.
Because we haven't watched that.
We haven't watched it, and probably never will. Never can, never will.
Bringing back the Godfather connection there with Nagus. So, I had fun with this episode. It was kind of just like a little... Oh, it's funny, I was going to say quirky. Kind of quirky.
Quirky.
First of all, I got to say, awesome to see Wallace Shawn back, as the Nagus.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him from coming back. I thought maybe after the first time wearing all that shit, I'm not doing this again. That was fucking horrible. But hey, he came back, good sport. With the makeup, it almost seems he looks a little younger or a little less. I think with the first one, it was really heavy on the eyes, and this one, you can really see his eyes clear as day. But besides all that, I was a little worried for you because I think you have Quark fatigue. You want a little bit less Quark, but this is a heavy Quark episode. But we also a little bit of Dax stuff in there. Dax is really becoming a character now in season 2. It's nice. And a female Ferengi, which is, I mean, you kind of called it in the reaction.
I did. That was crazy.
You did,
I swear I did not know.
And I'm so glad they're finally, shedding some lights on Ferengi culture more and possibly the ripples. I mean, I'm glad they didn't do a full revolution here where now Ferengi women are all free. Wait, Alex, you don't want women to be free? Don't clip that.
Anti-feminist?
Don't clip that. But it's just, this is possibly, I mean, we have plenty of time. This is the start of a ripple, maybe, throughout the Ferengi culture. Because we haven't really delved into their home. We haven't been there. We have no idea what it's like. So all that stuff was fascinating. Because I really feel for the Ferengi women, especially after this episode. So, but I'm sure we can delve into all that in this discussion. But overall, this was a fun episode. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, looking back, it becomes a little bit obvious once we know the reveal of, like, oh, they bring up the Ferengi women not wearing clothes and being submissive. Then they bring up the lobe size difference. So it's like, of course, we have the female Ferengi reveal. That's why they did all that in the opening. But watching it through the first time, I didn't pick that up.
No.
And, yeah, Dax, man. I mean, I liked Dax before she even had a character. Now she's getting one, and I like it. She's great. And she didn't take over the story or it didn't become like a Dax episode. She was just there supporting it, which there are some characters, like you think of like a Guinan. Now, it would be awesome to have a straight-up Guinan episode, but, some characters are just good as that support. And I feel like Dax, being a Trill and having all these different lifetimes and having these different opinions, like how she thinks, Quark is really fun despite his flaws, or thinks Morn is cute, these things, it's like, it really helps her be this really good supporting character to a lot of different stories. Now, I, of course, want to see Dax have her own episodes, but, in an episode like this, she fits perfectly, and I think the perfect example is that scene with Kira, where they're, talking about, and Kira's like, oh, they're misogynistic and all this stuff, and she's like, well, yeah, but, you just accept that, they're pretty fun. And it's like, yeah, sometimes, people aren't perfect, whether they're humans or Ferengi or whoever, and that doesn't excuse, obviously, what's going on in their society, but it's like, hey, it is what it is. They're pretty fun. We could play Dabo with them. It's so fun. Or no, they weren't playing Dabo. They were playing that other game.
Tango?
Tango, yeah.
Tango something, yeah. Yeah, I love the use of Dax as almost our Troy, almost our Guinan type character. We have this old wise man character, but it's this young Trill. It's almost hilarious that she's the one that people go to advice, and the way she's able to articulate things and her own viewpoints on things. She's been around for 7 generations, and it's a fun, interesting viewpoint about how everyone pretty much has the same opinions on the Ferengi, like you just said, but for her to have a complete fresh opinion on that. And she also had a great scene with Pell, where they're going back and forth, and then Pell lets it loose that she's a woman. You're a woman?
Yeah, because at first she's just confronting her about loving Quark or being in love with Quark, fully still thinking that it's a male.
Yep.
And she's like, oh, you're in love with him, aren't you? So Pell just naturally assumes that she knows she's a female, and when she says, she's like, wait, you're a woman? That was great. And then the same thing happens basically with Quark, where, Pell kisses him, and he thinks it's a male this whole time, and he's like, we're just not going to talk about it.
That's the funniest part, that he's more upset that it's a woman that kissed him because of all the business stuff, because that's what comes first, right, the business. But the fact, I'm assuming, Quark is probably straight, I'm guessing, with his reaction, but he was way more okay with being kissed by a dude that he does business with than being kissed by a woman.
Yeah, but also, it is interesting how, this was made in 94 at this point?
93.
Late 93?
I think, yeah.
And, there weren't any, like, overt jokes or anything about either the fact of if Pell was a man and, like, the whole homosexuality part of that, or then also the fact that it's a woman dressing up as a man. And, you think about so many shows, especially made back then, where it's like, a whole comedic episode where the plot is the male character dressing up as a female character or vice versa. You know, like as a child growing up, that was a ton of episodes of various Disney shows or whatever because it's an easy laugh, you know? And it's like they didn't do any of that here. It's like put into the episode, not necessarily super dramatic either, like something like The Outcast and TNG. It didn't go that heavy, but it really did not focus on that as the jokes, as the punchline. It's more so awkwardness, like when Pell kisses Quark, it's awkward, but not because Quark is afraid of being gay or whatever. It's just that the situation and everything that's going on that he doesn't know about.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, especially probably a lot of shows around that time. That'd be the whole thing.
Yeah.
And for how, TNG's pretty, Deep Space Nine is pretty regressive. Oh, it's an element of the plot. That's it. It's just,
don't even worry about it.
Oh, it's just something that happened. It's not the whole, around the whole station. Quark kissed a man. Quark, Quark's dating a cross, I don't know, something like that. It's like, nope, not important. Just a little awkward scene, and you don't even know because at that point, just a little awkward scene where the horrible makeup lady walks in, and Pell is almost on top of Quark. It's like, oh, I'll come back, and Quark's like, no, it's fine, come in.
Yeah. And you bringing that up, a lot of this episode, while it was fun and everything, this was just one of those that it's never going to be high up there for me because there's just so much about it that's like the Dosi.
The Dosi, yeah.
The Dosi, I mean, they're just terrible. I mean, the makeup, anytime there's something like that, like TOS-esque in this show, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt because I do love TOS and I try to remove like the 60s filter of like, it's goofy, but we're in the 90s, therefore it's bad. Like, I try not to think of that way, but then every time they do it, they make it so bad. Like, it's not just the makeup. It's like they were bad.
I'm going to assume that the Gamma Quadrant wormhole is not just a wormhole to another place in the galaxy. It's also another place in time, to the 60s.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. 3 species there that are pretty bad looking. I mean, the ones with... guy from Breaking Bad. They just look like humans. I don't even think they look like aliens. Remember that?
There's.
I think they had a weird eye, something.
Yeah.
And then the Dosai, and then the Move Along Home people. But then on the other hand, you have Tosk and the fucking handlers that look amazing. So I don't know, man.
That is interesting though. That like even the makeup part of it aside. Just from a story element, it does seem like in the episodes that involve the wormhole, a lot of them end up a little bit more feeling like a TOS episode. Like all those ones, like even Captain Pursuit has a little bit of like you feel like it's a TOS-esque type of episode with like these aliens and chasing Tosk and everything. And then obviously you get the TOS feelings from Move Along Home and Battle Lines in this one and the elements there. But yeah, overall, Armin Shimmerman as Quark, just great. The guy who plays Rom, great. I mean, these Ferengi, you brought up me having Quark fatigue. I think I'm over it.
You're over it? Okay.
Plus, he has not been as heavily shoved into this season so far as season 1, where it was like every single episode. The 3-parter, he didn't play a huge role. And these single episodes so far, even in this one, where it's his episode, I'm not, I'm kind of over it. And he's so good that it's hard to, it's easy, rather, to understand why we get so much of him. And is it almost kind of funny to say that at the end of this episode, not the same emotional feelings at all, but it was almost like Quark's version of Lessons at the end of this episode, where they're having to leave and him, you know what I mean, him having to let go of that love?
Yeah, a little bit. And I can't think of an episode, but also, because Picard and Lady from Lessons, it's not a forbidden love. This is definitely a forbidden love. And I'm trying to think, has there anything been in TNG or TOS or whatever where this love's forbidden, it can't happen.
Kirk and City on the Edge Forever?
Yeah. I'm talking about more of a legal aspect because of the rules and laws of whatever world they have.
That's a good point. Maybe not. I don't think so.
Yeah. Do you think Quark is going to be similar to Worf, where he's involved in every single possible political change of the Ferengi homeworld?
I could see it.
And their laws.
He's our vehicle. He's our named character for Ferengi stuff, so it makes sense. And he already has this relationship with the Nagus, who's like the leader or whatever. So
and yeah, the fact that he is the leader. Do you think eventually we are going to go down that route where Quark's going to start having a more change of mind? Because for the most part, Quark's always been the same. This has been one of the few startings to twist where he's starting to see the other side. Oh, this Ferengi woman is, smart, good at business. I like this person. Am I going to start looking at them differently now? And you have, Rom is little devil on his shoulder right here.
That was good.
I mean, I love Quark. I love him as the slimy business dealing bartender who's always causing problems. I like that. And do I want him to change completely? No. But do you think we're going to go down that route eventually, where he's going to have some growth, but will it become boring?
I wouldn't be against it. Obviously, I always love growth, but just knowing the episodic nature, of 90s TV, I know this is supposed to be a little bit more serialized, but he has to be Quark at Quark's bar. It's like that's the show. You know what I mean? Like they can't make too big of a change. So maybe he could definitely still get more involved and have episodes like this where he's dealing directly with the Nagus or with Ferengi stuff. But I don't think he'll ever actually become the Nagus or actually leave the bar to Rom. Or if something like that happens, it seems like an end of the show type thing, not as we go along.
Yeah, it's tough because when your entire character is a slimy Ferengi. You can have some growth, yes, but at the end of the day, that's your character. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's the upstanding citizen running the bar. I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I want to see more Ferengi stuff. I want to have they said what people have said that what TNG did for Klingons, this show does for Ferengi, and I'm wondering how and when and to what degree.
Yeah,
because I think it's completely different, in my opinion, those two species. So,
yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. So now we're going to check our patron takes. If you don't know, our patrons comment their thoughts on the episodes, and we read a select few. So if you want, go to patreon.com/targetaudience. Sign up.
Forbidden Donut. Poor Pell. I have to admire her gumption and her business talents. While I appreciate the obvious political commentary, I do also appreciate the idea of letting the Ferengi stay being Ferengi instead of just writing them to suddenly evolve into humans. Having a strikingly different culture seems more interesting to me. And yeah, I agree. You kind of brought that up too, but that's one thing I really also appreciated about Quark is that obviously as the audience, we want to like Quark. We want him to have good qualities, but it would be unrealistic to just write him as essentially a Worf. Like he's not Worf. He's not someone who's been raised by humans. So to have him still stick to his, you may think they are misogynistic, cultural things, it makes sense for his character, at least at this point. And this could be that tipping point. It could be, the event that starts for him to change his mind. But for it to all happen right here, like he takes one step. He defends Pell in a way against the Nagus, even though he's protecting himself as well. Let's not give him too much credit. But, that's the first step. So I'm glad that they were reserved with that. Mm-hmm. Also, I don't think there was enough time to pass for him to genuinely, be in love with her or have real feelings. I mean, he doesn't find out she's a woman until basically the very end. And how about that reveal? What did you think about directionally, David Livingston? What did you think about that reveal of in the background of the scene, you don't hear what they say, and then Quark falls over?
It was comedically hilarious. I love that. Instead of just having that same scene go on, he passes out. We get to wonder, what's going on? What's happening? And then you see him I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, same.
Great reveal, too, of the lobes coming off.
Yes, yeah. Great whole reveal scene was great.
Yeah, I think the camera pans down and you don't know what's happening, and then the lobe just gets set on the thing. It's like, what? Marco, I always thought the Dosai looked a little ridiculous, but it's okay. I enjoy the story. A little? A little ridiculous? Mark Plemons. There's a brief bit of dialogue where Jadzia supports Pell's love of Quark right before she learns Pell is actually female. It's a subtle way to include Trek's diversity without being so obvious that it freaks out the local TV network censors. Yeah, exactly. Now that makes me wonder, were they only that subtle? Because network TV censors would probably be, I don't know, whatever. And if they had full free reign, would they make it so obvious and woke?
Well, if that's the case, I'm thankful for the censors.
Thank you to the censors for the subtlety.
But Octopus says the same thing. I like this one. I especially like that to Dax, Pell being in love with Quark is no big deal when she thinks Pell is a guy, and she's genuinely surprised when Pell says she's a woman. As a trans person, I have opinions about all this gender stuff, but to do that any justice would need a small essay, and there will be a better opportunities to get all that down the line. And then Captain JZH says, plus, Quark seemingly is not at all bothered by the idea of a Ferengi male kissing him. He denies that it ever happened, but he doesn't react like a staunch heterosexual would. And then Joe Concepts, yes, the fact they handled that so subtly says so much about how acceptable that is in the future. Of course, the Trill would be a race that didn't care much about gender. And that's a great point.
That's a good point, too. Yeah, but you guys have to remember, profit is number one over all that. So,
Yeah.
so Quark's willing to let all that slide as long as profits.
As long as the profit's involved.
Isn't that the first rule of acquisition out of, what, 250?
Yeah, I think it was like 285 or something like that, or 265 or something. Damn.
Well, this one's for you. I mean, I think we know the answer. Nathan Walker, do you like Ferengi episodes yet?
I do. I do.
I do, yeah.
I don't want every episode to be a Ferengi episode.
No, but when they're done well.
Yeah, occasionally. It's kind of like a Loxana Troy episode. It's like, it's welcomed every once in a while.
Yeah, where at first we were okay, but now, especially with Quark earning his place, showing his acting chops, being an amazing character. Even Rom, who's also great.
Yeah, I was going to say, the fact that it's not just Quark carrying it. You have Rom, Nog when he's there, Wallace Shawn as Zek.
This episode,
Pell,
yeah.
Yeah, so they've all been great. A little bit unfortunate that they had to say, the Grand Nagus Zek is calling you. And then his face popped up.
Oh,
we still
yeah.
had a good reaction.
Oh, that's a good point,
But
yeah.
it was kind of like, the show has done that a few times, I've noticed, where they'll say the name before they pop up on screen. It's fine. They're not making it for reactors in 2025, but it's interesting.
But still, back in what, season, was it 2? Or was it season 3 with Kalar? Where, we're getting a transmission from the ship, and then Kalar's face just smiling, and that's one of our best reactions.
Yeah, season 4.
Season 4.
Yeah, that's what I would love every time. Yeah, because they could, I think we talked about it in that discussion. Josh, don't be lazy. Splice it in if we did.
Powerhouse performance in both of her episodes, I feel like, and they didn't even treat her like a powerhouse guest return. I guess you can say, like, oh, Klingon ship, ooh, Klingon ship, and then pops up on the screen. That's kind of a special introduction instead of just like, we're meeting with the Ambassador Kalar and, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I'm so glad, one, for content, but two, also just like my enjoyment of the show. I'm so glad they didn't do a Sarek, and say that his name at the beginning or show, name in the opening credit before she gets there, because I would have remembered Susie Plaxton. So I'm so glad it was just so instant. And so, a Klingon ship, that could be anybody or someone we don't know. It could be any Klingon. And then, boom. And, oh, man, best reaction in a while, I think.
You ran off the screen.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, man, it was great.
They have to know at this point. We're in season 2 of Deep Space Nine. There's a pretty strong fan base. All of TNG, and there has to be some awareness that maybe they thought we wouldn't give a fuck about the Nagus, but it's such a hilarious character that someone had to care.
And they have his face pop up, and he's like, it's a reveal, and he's like, I told you I'd be back.
I wonder if Wallace Shawn was, why did they fucking spoil it?
Look, he didn't know.
Yeah.
He didn't know the script, like what happens before he pops up.
Yeah.
He's watching it at home. What the hell?
I wanted the surprise.
Yeah, he's trying to watch it with his family. He didn't tell them that he's in the episode.
Dad, why are we watching this fucking show again? Just watch. Just watch.
And then they say, Grandmaster Nagus is calling you. Shit.
His family's just...